I just got finished trimming the yard, and I've got my daughter out running the lawnmower. She's out front right now. When she gets done, we got a little job to do. Remember the other day when I showed you my landscaping was finished? I had that gutter pipe or that drain pipe that went into the ground from the gutter. Well, I've picked up some tan paint, and I need to get that painted because it looks pretty bad. It doesn't look bad. It's brand new. Let me turn this camera around the other way. It doesn't look bad. It's brand new, but it's stark white. Everything else on the house is tan, so it sort of stands out like a sore thumb. So we're going to get that painted tonight. So as soon as she finishes the front yard, that way I don't have a bunch of flying grass sticking to the paint, we're going to get out there and take care of that. I'm ready to paint. I've got the area kind of taped off with some cardboard to keep it off the stones in the house. I've just got a piece of cardboard here that I'm just going to hold against the gutter. I don't care if a little overspray gets on the gutter because the color's close enough, but I don't want to get it all slopped up where it looks tacky. So let me get the camera turned around, repositioned, and we'll get this piece painted. Well, I neglected to turn on the camera, but I'll go ahead and put a second coat. You can see really what I did. There was nothing to it. I can tell you one thing though. I'm using some Krylon paint. It's made for plastic. The problem is they did not have clay. All they had was almond. They don't sell clay at my local store. So I'm having to go with almond, which is quite a bit lighter than the clay. A little bit of mess there, but that's what I brought this for. It's still quite a bit lighter. I hate that. That's going to have to do for now though, and I will keep an eye out for some Krylon, more in the clay, the darker clay color. Well, unfortunately, not every project works out the way you expected it to. That was as close as I can get. You can see the lid of the can actually looks a little bit darker than the paint, so I thought that might match. It's not going to stick out like the white. It is going to camouflage it a little bit. But I'm going to check a few of the other stores around and see if I can't find one that carries the Krylon in more of this clay color. I do know that the Krylon for metal, the rust inhibitor Krylon, they had the exact color, so I'm sure they probably make it in the plastic Krylon for plastic. Darn. I wish I could have had that job done tonight, but it looks like we're going to have to do it again. Oh well, thanks for sticking around. Sometimes we have successes, sometimes we have failures. Tonight was one of those nights. Have a good evening, everybody. I've let the paint dry for about an hour, and I've gone ahead and got the cardboard pulled away from it. And I'm out front looking at it, and quite honestly, I don't think it looks all that bad. Let me give you a quick peek. It's noticeable, but it just doesn't stand out like a sore thumb like it did when it was white. I really still feel like I'm going to have to find a darker paint, though, because I don't know. I'm not a perfectionist by any means, but it's just too light. What do you guys think?